Grover is one of the finest entrepreneurs in the Indian startup ecosystem today. From being the CFO of Grofers, which is now Blinkit, to building his own mega fintech corporation that is BharatPe to a $3 billion giant in just 3 years of operations, to finally launching his own fantasy gaming platform that is CrickPay and acquiring over 10 million users in a span of less than 6 months, Ashneer Grover actually knows building startups from scratch and scaling it to mega level. Ashneer started BharatPe back in 2018, but by the time his company actually started the operations, the Indian fintech market, the entire market of India, was already captured and dominated by 3 mega giants with billions of dollars of funding, that is Paytm, Google Pay and Phone Pay. It simply means that Ashneer's company BharatPe had no first mover advantage by any chance. Yet, in just 3 years of business, Ashneer Grover with his leadership and management skills was actually able to capture a large chunk of this entire fintech market of the country and was able to build BharatPe with a valuation of $3 billion with over 20 lakh merchants on its platform. As entrepreneurs, whenever we start off a business, whenever we start off a startup, we always look for an industry which is not much crowded with competitors, which is actually new, so that our company can actually tap in the first mover advantage. But Ashneer Grover actually entered a business segment, entered an industry which was already flooded with competitors with billions of dollars in funding. Yet Ashneer Grover, through his startup skills, through his entrepreneurial skills, was actually able to pull off this company to major heights, to great level of success. But the question is how? How exactly did BharatPe become such a valued company, a company worth $3 billion in just a time span of 3 years? I have noticed a lot of times that a number of viewers of my community have actually commented on a lot of my videos stating that they have actually never seen or heard of this company BharatPe. They have actually never seen any sort of advertisements of BharatPe, and neither they have actually seen a shopkeeper, a merchant having a QR code of BharatPe. Yet the company is valued to such a great extent with such huge numbers. How exactly is it possible? Well, in this business case study, we are going to analyze exactly the same, that how exactly did Ashneer Grover build BharatPe, this mega fintech giant, in just 3 years of business? What were the business strategies used by him to build this mega fintech giant, and what are the business lessons that we can derive from him, from his journey, and implement in our own startups, in our own businesses? After demonetization happened back in 2017, the Indian economy actually transformed from a cash-based economy to a cashless economy, and that is exactly when the boom of these fintech giants, that is Paytm, PhonePe and Google Pay, started. Post demonetization, in order to capture a large part of Indian consumers, these 3 mega giants actually raised billions of dollars in funding and actually used to give incentives to the Indian consumers in order to make them use their applications, and these incentives were in the form of cashbacks, in the form of discounts, vouchers, free movie tickets, etc. The entire focus of these 3 mega giants were actually on the consumer side, wherein they were doing every possible thing to gather as many consumers to use their platform as possible. But what about the merchant side? What about the side of the shopkeepers who actually displayed their QR codes? Were they actually focusing on them as well? The answer is no. In fact, all the 3 giants combined were actually manipulating these merchants to a very great extent, and I'll tell you how. In the entire payments industry at that point of time, there were 2 major problems being faced by the merchant side. Number 1, cross-platform payment was actually not possible at that point of time, which actually created huge number of issues for the merchants and the shopkeepers. Now, what exactly do you mean by cross-platform payment? Let us say that I am a user of Paytm and I have Paytm's application installed in my mobile phone. Now, by using that application, I can actually make a payment on the QR code of PhonePe or Google Pay or any other platform today. But at that point of time, this was actually not possible, and this is exactly what we call as cross-platform payment. You see, back then, if you are a user of Paytm, you can only make a payment on the QR code of Paytm and not on the QR code of any other platform. Now, because there was no cross-platform payment available, because this technology was not available back then, merchants and shopkeepers used to face a lot of problems as they had to install multiple QR codes and track all of them. Another very major problem that the merchants used to face with these 3 tech giants at that point of time was the fact that if a customer actually scanned the QR code and made an online payment, the merchants would actually get the payment after a platform fee, after a commission of 2% was deducted. Today, government has actually regulated the entire UPI network in such a way that no platform can actually charge a commission for providing the UPI service. But at that point of time, because this regulation was not passed by the government yet, these platforms actually deducted commissions from the merchants if they actually use their platforms. Let us say that I am a shopkeeper who's into the business of selling groceries. Let us say that you guys come to my store to buy groceries worth rupees 100. Now, as a rational shopkeeper, obviously I'll prefer you guys to pay cash, because if you guys make a cash payment, I will end up getting 100 rupees in total. But if you guys make an online payment, back then 2% commission will be deducted and I'll end up getting only rupees 98. And this was a very major problem being faced by all of the merchants back then with the 3 mega giants. These were the 2 major problems being faced by merchants at that point of time with these 3 mega giants. And because these giants were actually more concerned about the consumers, they were busy giving discounts and cashbacks to the consumers, they were actually not willing to solve the problems of the merchant side. One fine day back in 2018, a student of IIT named Shashwat Nakrani came to Ashneer and stated that he had actually figured out the technology to solve the problem of cross-platform payments that was happening in the country. He had figured out the technology by which a merchant could actually install a single QR code and accept payments from any of the payments app. Shashwat asked Ashneer to invest in this idea, to invest in his startup, but Ashneer actually knew that this is going to be a revolutionary idea for the entire fintech market, and Ashneer ended up founding the entire company BharatPe along with Shashwat Nakrani. Ashneer clearly knew that by solving this major problem of merchants of cross-platform payments, he could actually break the entire competition, he could actually break the entire market through his company BharatPe. But there was another very major problem that BharatPe faced at that point of time, and it was the fact that BharatPe was actually very late to enter this entire industry, and by the time BharatPe actually started its operations, all the merchants, all the consumers were already acquired by these 3 mega giants, that is PhonePe, Paytm and Google Pay. As all the merchants were already acquired by these 3 giants, it would have been very difficult for BharatPe to break the entire market, to ask a merchant to leave the other platform and join its platform. And this was when, ladies and gentlemen, Ashneer Grover came up with a revolutionary idea that actually broke the entire market. You see, Ashneer clearly knew that all the merchants were being faced with the problems of 2% commission that they were charged from these other competitors. And Ashneer, through his business model of BharatPe, actually proposed the merchants that if they actually join the platform of BharatPe, BharatPe would not charge even a single piece of commission, even a single rupee of commission. It means that if a merchant actually installed the QR code of BharatPe, the merchant can actually accept payments from any of the payments app. Further, the merchant would not pay a single rupee of commission to BharatPe against using its services. This idea was so powerful and so revolutionary that all the merchants collectively started shifting from all these payment apps, all these other competitor apps to BharatPe, because BharatPe had a zero commission model in front of it. And this was how, ladies and gentlemen, BharatPe was able to acquire millions of merchants, over 20 lakh merchants in a span of just 6 months from starting its operations. BharatPe started its operations, captured a large chunk of the market, but there was another major problem in front of Ashneer Grover. Ashneer knew that in this entire industry, in the business of payments, making money in the initial years was a very difficult task, because if a customer actually makes a payment of rupees 100 through the QR code, the payment will be transferred to the bank account of the merchant and the company would not get even a single penny. So obviously making revenue, making profits out of this entire model was a very difficult task, and that is when, ladies and gentlemen, Ashneer Grover came up with another brilliant idea that revolutionized the history, that revolutionized the future of the company BharatPe. Ashneer realized that his company BharatPe had access to data of millions of merchants that were transacting every day on its platform. His company actually knew which merchant was earning how much and what was the potential earning of the business altogether. Because the company already had data regarding the potential earning of the merchant as well as the business, Ashneer simply figured out why not the company start giving loans to these merchants and start earning an interest out of it, because the company already had the credibility of the merchant assessed on its database. That is when BharatPe actually started rolling out loans to lakhs of its merchants and started earning interest interest out of it, which actually opened another major revenue stream for the company, which is now also being followed by Paytm and all the other fintech giants. By the end of 2019, when the company actually started growing at a double-digit growth rate, the competitors also started adopting the 0% commission model and started offering loans to all of its merchants. So the idea of BharatPe, the initial core proposition that BharatPe offered in the initial phases, was now being offered by all of its competitors as well, and that is when the competition for BharatPe again started increasing. In order to beat down its competition and survive in the market, Ashneer Grover again launched two mega products under the company BharatPe. Out of them, the first one was Postpay and the second one was 12% Club. Through Postpay, the consumers were being offered a credit line of rupees 10 lakhs, which they can actually use to meet their day-to-day expenditures, and after a period of, let's say, 30 days or 45 days, the customers can pay the company back. 12% Club by BharatPe was actually based on a P2P model wherein the customers can actually give loans to the merchants of BharatPe and earn a 12% fixed income in return. Both the products of BharatPe, that is 12% Club and Postpay, were instant hit and actually captured the hearts of millions of Indian customers. By applying all these business strategies, by the end of 2021, BharatPe achieved a valuation of staggering $3 billion in just 3 years of business operations. Now, there are two major business lessons that can be learned from this entire case study of Ashneer Grover building BharatPe into a $3 billion empire. Number one, there is nothing called as a highly competitive industry or a highly competitive market. All you have to do is identify the problem of the consumer, identify the problem, identify the loophole in the entire market, and even in an extremely competitive market, even in an extremely competitive industry, you can actually build a business without worrying about the competitors. Lesson number two, even if you have a very powerful product, even if you have a very powerful company, you need to bring and innovate new ideas into the market in order to keep surviving in the market, and that is exactly what we see with all the modern age startups collectively, such as Zomato, such as Swiggy, which keep on innovating every day in order to survive in the market nowadays. If you guys liked the business case study of Ashneer Grover and found the content valuable, please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you guys can get regular notifications of all of our business case studies. I'll see you guys in another case study very soon. Till then, stay tuned, take care, bye bye.